Before we begin, let's take a moment of silence to remember the lives that were lost September 11th in one of the largest tragedies on U.S. soil. Good morning, Rancho Lobos, and welcome to our first ever video broadcast. We will be highlighting important dates of the week and capturing moments with sports and other extracurricular activities. In today's broadcast, we would have Adrian reporting Club Rush, Jamie Ann reading off highlights of newspaper, Caesar with his insights on hot topics on Twitter. We will have Sean reporting the news, and Lorena with the weather. And without further ado, let's begin.
Hi, Rancho Dominguez Prep. Today we are at the Club Rush. So today at the Club Rush, there's all these clubs at Rancho, and they're out here supporting their clubs, getting members for the upcoming school year, the current school year. And as you can see, they're all over the place. We have clubs like Medical Club. We have blood drive signups for next week's blood drive. We have peer counselors supporting college, and we have cheer and all these other cool school organizations. So as you can see now, we're next to the cheer booth. They're with the cheer, out here getting people for color guard signups. And then as we can see over here, we have Key Club, everybody's favorite club, Service, Ninjas, 313 Ninjas. We have GSA. If you want to support LGBTQ, here, support guys. And here we have the very own Renz Dungo with his very own club, Filipino Club. Okay, hi. How is Filipino Club?
Filipino Club is for spreading the culture of the Philippines. We like to have games, events, food, especially. Filipinos love food.
What beautiful club is this? Hi. Watch out. Hi. Book club. Book club? What do you guys do in book club? Read books.
Yeah, read books.
Read books? Okay, cool, interesting. Nice talking to you guys. Okay, Latino Club.
Come join.
Hi. Okay. How's Latino Club?
It's amazing.
Hi. How's this new empowerment club?
We're kind of glad we changed the name from Feminist Empowerment Club because a lot of people are getting more interest in it, and we have a lot of male sign-ups.
Cool. Hi, Rancho Dominguez students. That right there was our semesterly club rush. If you want to join any clubs, please go reach out to the clubs that we talked to earlier. And if you guys want to join clubs, it's a great thing. You're getting involved in school, you're doing service hours, you're helping out in the community and at school. It's a great thing. See you guys later.
For this week's newspaper, we have had a variety of stories and features. We have one especially from our news editor, Adrian Frias, who has had the pleasure of working at a Los Angeles Unified School District headquarters in downtown Los Angeles. This has been a very rigorous program which have only accepted 15 out of 450 applicants. We have some study tips, like having a clean study or work area for you. Of course, take breaks. You don't want to wear yourself out, but make sure that they're not one YouTube video and it's going to turn into a whole hour of YouTube. And that is all for today's reflection on the newspaper.
Lobos, this is the hot topics of Twitter right now. Destiny 2 came out last week. Also, Rockstar, there's been some leaks for a new game, maybe Bully 2, we don't know yet. Also, a new album by XXXTentacion was released called 17. People seem to enjoy the album pretty good. It seems to be a really depressing album, and that's why people like it. They seem to, relate to it, and they like to relate to their favorite rapper. And that is all for this week's social media.
Rancho Dominguez Prep, the district has replaced School Loop with a system called Schoology. Schoology is a new system that we've never used before, and many students and teachers have had difficulties using it. In other news, RDPS has had below average enrollment this school year, but other than this, there hasn't been other real changes. And that is all for this week's news.
If beads are dripping down your forehead and the AC is 30 degrees, this is why. Today's weather will be at a high 80 and a low 68, and the following days will be shown before you. Tuesday's weather will be a high 78 and a low 66 degrees with a 10% chance of precipitation. Wednesday will be 75 degrees with a low 65 degrees and also a 10% chance of precipitation. Thursday will be a 73 degrees with a low 65 degrees and a 10% chance of precipitation. And Friday will be a 72 degrees with a low 64 degrees and 0% chance of precipitation. And that's all for today's weather and this week's weather.
On September 11th at 2:30 p.m., there will be a tennis game against volleyball. Also at 2:30 p.m., there will be a volleyball game against LA High School. At 3 o'clock p.m., there will be a Schoology session in the library. On September 13th, there will be a volleyball game versus Angelo at 2:30 p.m. At 3 o'clock p.m., there will be girls basketball tryouts. On September 14th, there will be a tennis game versus ELC at 2:30 p.m. Also that day, at 3 p.m., there will be a Cyber Senior session, the first one of the year. Another first of the year will be Team Court at 3 o'clock. On September 15th, there will be a lockdown drill. During middle school lunch, there will be class wars in the NPR. At 3 o'clock p.m., there will be a volleyball game versus CAMS. Also on September 15th, there will be a football game versus Grant.